Hello, this is Jose Coyote, Associate Planner with the City of Oxnard's Community Development Department in the Planning Division. I will be narrating this presentation for Planning and Zoning Permit 21-516-08 for Yuma Way, California, LLC, doing business as Relief on Buying. Commercial Cannabis Business Retail Special Use Permit for the site located at 2544 North Vineyard Avenue. APN 145-0-231-065. This is for the upcoming Planning Commission meeting on October 21st, 2021. Project description. It requests to permit the operation of a commercial cannabis retail facility within an existing 1,320 square foot commercial suite of a 7,682 square foot multi-tenant commercial building on a 0.63 acre site. As part of the project, there will be tenant improvement consisting of the following: the installation of new partition walls, security upgrades to the existing building, minor plumbing upgrades, upgrades to existing fire alarm system, and installation of security doors and windows where appropriate. Cannabis retail operations will be conducted between 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. The application was filed by Jessica Reuven. The project location. The project is located at 2544 North Vineyard Avenue, which is on the northern part of the city, next to the US 101 freeway corridor. General plan and zoning maps. The general plan land use designation is Commercial General, CG, while the zoning designation is General Commercial Plan Development, C2PD. Existing site. The subject site, located at 2544 North Vineyard Avenue, is composed of the following uses outlined in this table. At the project site, we have a general plan with a Commercial General, CG, and a zoning designation of General Commercial Plan Development, C2PD. The existing land use at the site is multi-tenant commercial shopping center. To the north, there's the same general plan and zoning designation as the project site, with the existing land use as multi-tenant commercial shopping center. To the south, the same general plan and zoning designations as the project site are retained, and the existing land use is office building. To the east, once again, the general plan and zoning are consistent with the project site with an existing land use of multi-tenant commercial shopping center. To the west, the general plan changes to commercial regional, CR, and a zoning designation of River Park specific plan, SPLAN. The existing land use is fast food restaurants. Existing conditions. This is a street view looking southeast at the shopping center. As can be seen, the shopping center is completely existing. Landscape and parking improvements are currently at the site. Background, development history. On April 21st, 1988, the Planning Commission approved Plan Development Permit number 448 to allow the construction of a 7,682 square foot multi-tenant commercial building. Background, Cannabis Regulations. On April 2018, the City Council adopted a cannabis delivery ordinance, including permitting fees. In January 2019, the state legalized cannabis delivery by state licensed firms and eliminated the city's ability to regulate cannabis delivery. On June 18, 2019, the City Council adopted Ordinance Number 2960, establishing regulations pertaining to manufacturing, testing, and distribution of cannabis. On October 1st, 2019, City Council then adopted Ordinance Number 2965, modifying the discretionary permitting process along with other non-substantive ordinance adjustments pertaining to manufacturing, testing, and distribution of cannabis. Then on September 15, 2020, City Council adopted Ordinance Number 2985 to update the cannabis regulations in the city's newly adopted Industrial Code, Chapter 16 of the Oxnard City Code, OCC. Cannabis regulations continued. On December 1st, 2020, City Council adopted Ordinance Number 2994, establishing regulations to repeal and re-adopt the former city's commercial cannabis regulations pertaining to cannabis manufacturing, distribution, testing, and retail dispensaries contained in Chapter 11. Commercial cannabis license selection. On January 7th, 2021, Yuma Way, California, LLC, doing business as Relief on Buying, filed for a request to obtain a commercial cannabis business permit for a 1,320 square foot cannabis retail facility. Then on March 1st, 2021, Yuma Way, California, LLC, doing business as Relief on Buying, was awarded a conditional commercial cannabis business permit for cannabis retail. In order to successfully commence and inaugurate the cannabis business permit, Yuma Way, California, LLC, doing business as Relief on Vine, is required to receive approval of special use permit as specified within the Oxnard City Code, Section 11-457. Site plan. As can be outlined in this slide, the site is located at the existing shopping center, where the main tenant, Relief on Vine, will be taking up a current tenant space in the middle of the shopping center to the extent of 1,320 square feet. The parking at the site was tabulated in two different ways. One, there's a legal non-conforming section of 6,362 square feet for one parking space for every 300 gross floor feet of area of the shopping center. And cannabis regulations state that the 1,320 square foot site must be parked at one parking space per 250 square feet. As delineated on this parking table, the site is adequately parked. The parking requirement calls for 26 spaces, and the site provides 26 parking spaces. Other things to note are deliveries will be within an existing back of house loading area that's legal non-conforming at this time. And any other modifications to the exterior are not a part of this request, and they will simply be doing a tenant improvement in the interior. As can be seen here, the elevations show that other than new signs along the western corridor of this facility will be changed in order to go ahead and comply with the business name change and the tenant space being occupied. No other elevation changes will be permitted at this time. And another thing to note is that the Relief on Vine sign will be evaluated at a future date during the building permit submittal for a sign. Floor plan and security plan. The applicant provided a security plan with a detailed floor plan which was reviewed and conditionally approved by the police department. Security measures include private security is required at the property. Security cameras will be installed. Adequate lighting will be provided on site. And cannabis products will be monitored, tracked, and placed in secure storage. Public comments. The project site is located within the El Rio neighborhood. On September 20th, 2021, the project was presented to the public during a community workshop meeting. On September 9th, 2021, the site was posted with project details and community workshop information, and the developer mailed out 2008 meeting agenda notices to the residents of El Rio West and neighborhood and River Park neighborhoods. The meeting was attended by approximately 25 members of the public, and persons had an opportunity to ask questions. Public comments continued. Staff received 5 comments summarized below. The project would have sufficient parking, and the applicant would be a good business to allow further tenants to move into the shopping center. Issues with notifying the adjacent community of the project and the method of public outreach conducted by the applicants. The selection of cannabis locations and limited vehicle circulation at the project site. Support of the project based on new retail helping revitalize the shopping corridor. Support of the project based on grounds the cannabis retailer would be good for other businesses. Public comments continued. Following the community workshop, staff found the El Rio neighborhood had not been notified of the community workshop meeting. As a result, a copy of the Planning Commission hearing public notice was mailed out to all residents of El Rio neighborhood. To date, staff has not received any public comment regarding this project. Key conditions of approval. Conditions 14, 40, and 41 are to abide by the City of Oxnard and the State of California's rules and regulations related to this cannabis business. Condition 37. The commercial cannabis business permit shall expire and be subject to renewal process in Chapter 11 of the Oxnard City Code 12 months after the date of issuance of the special use permit pursuant to Oxnard City Code Section 11-459. Retail operational conditions. Conditions 57 through 59 and 133 and 134 provide regulatory action of cannabis retail procedures to allow only eligible members of the community to purchase product and to allow for a secure selling environment. Police conditions. Conditions 80 through 153. Security features will be implemented as required by the adopted cannabis ordinance. Key conditions of approval continued. Fire department conditions. Conditions number 154 through 173. This broad range of numbers indicates that the system is to be designed to be a safe facility. Community benefits and community relations. Conditions 47 through 50, 62 through 63. The project is conditioned to be a good neighbor and member of the community. Taxes and inventory tracking. Conditions 51 through 52 and 65 through 73. These set of conditions help the operator be a responsible corporate citizen. Environmental review. In accordance with Section 15301, Class 1, Existing Facilities of the State of California's Environmental Quality Act, CEQA, guidelines, projects involving negligible or no expansion of use beyond the existing at the time of the lead agency's determination may be found to be exempt from the requirement of CEQA. The project includes a request to operate a cannabis retail facility within an existing individual building. The project will not increase the square footage of the existing building. No substantive evidence the project will have a significant effect on the environment. A notice of exemption will be filed. Staff's recommendation that the Planning Commission, A, find the project to be categorically exempt for environmental review pursuant to the California Environmental Quality Act, CEQA, Guideline Section 15301, Existing Facilities, and B, adopt Resolution 2021-XX, approving planning and zoning permit number 21-516-08, special use permit for cannabis retail, subject to certain findings and conditions. This concludes staff's presentation for the Planning Commission hearing on October 21st, 2021. Staff and the members of the applicant team will be available at the October 21st, 2021 meeting to take on any questions or to further clarify this presentation or other elements of the proposed project. Thank you.